Well, cool off, Pilgrim.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, what a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Everything's going my way. Greetings and salutations. I saw yesterday, not too long ago, that I was going to see proof that I was right all along about this person. I'm thinking, well, God, it's been pretty obvious, hasn't it? And I heard they were having a big time, and I saw something that suggested like they still were, or like maybe they come to some conclusion that those days are over. They have to let us go because that phase that we were in is gone, and that's over. We're not doing that. And then later, I heard they have a big crash out, and I went and checked that out. And wow, talk about cliche. You know what I'm saying? And talk about wow, the manipulation. But I mean, it's really base type of manipulations and cliche. It is cliche. But of course, those are psychological type or emotional type kind of manipulation or something. And that's it's real heavy-handed and obvious, and as dirt-er. It's like, but anyway. From what I saw was there's hatred, I guess. Certainly lots of anger. I mean, it's obvious to anyone at this point that, yes, indeed, they're very much a real friend of anger. You could say a disciple of it. A true house for anger to live in. Which, of course, sort of says everything. If the Prince of Wrath is your master instead of the Prince of Peace, then you're going to show that. And I understand that they have been shown it. And what I saw was they were showing an awful lot of it. But yet still, they've been effective in as much as they're still part of the story that they were supposed to have been excluded from 6 months ago. It's still being talked about, and here I am talking about it now. And yes, they flew over a couple times today. Flew real close, real nearby, real, loudly, so we knew they were there. And they were saying something I saw there. They get front row seats to watch you. I would pray that they don't have front row seats and they're sent away, so that they have no ability to be a part of it in any way or witness it even. That's what I'm praying for. And when I get the opportunity and the chance, if it hasn't been taken care of, then I hope that I'll have the ability to do what I believe I should do with the thing, since it does seem to still be attempting to be a curse upon us in our life, certainly trying to still disturb the peace. There's been several times today that there's been invasiveness that was attempted. But again, Chris, the evil witch, and all those of that kind is banished from here, has been, removed completely and deleted. And as I say, banished. There's no place here for any of that, if there ever was any of that. And we're covered in the good stuff. We're covered and surrounded by heaven and sky and good lights and the good stuff that keeps out all the bad stuff, including Chris and Donald and all the others that have been rejected and found out to be hostiles. And that's the way it's going to go. We're going to continue up, as far as I can tell, what God is doing, and I pray it is so, that if they're still around, He'll just use their hate and all their energies to further our climb and our elevation. Those that are trying to invade or is hostile and trying to harm or anything, heaven will use them and what they have to benefit me and further our goals, which of course is to continue climbing higher each and every day. Amen. Heaven and sky and God people and everyone else is involved. In the name of the Prince of Peace, the truth and the life. Our Father who art in heaven, amen. So past that, happy days are here again. The skies are blue. You know, man, I'm telling you. It's just absolutely amazing. And I was hearing this stuff the other day, last night whenever I checked it out, and it was like, well, it appears that it's got something to prove. And for that whoever they were talking to, right, would be sorry. And of course, who they were talking to, I think, was a man this time, because they were making references to some man, right? So they weren't talking about some chick. They weren't talking about their sister. They weren't, so it's something different. I looked at it and I thought, wow, gee whiz, because what I saw was someone who's going to prove this and prove that, and it was just the same damn language that all these people have been using, you know, about who the chosen one is. Well, I thought there were lots of chosen ones. I thought there were lots and lots of those out there. If we were all chosen ones, we'd, of course, band together for our mutual benefit in our mission for the Lord, right? Well, that's what I've seen is a bunch of people that are competitive like jackals and hyenas. It's nothing to do with Christianity whatsoever. It looks a lot more like a witchcraft cult, something, you know, type of thing. And in effect, they are satanic. So it is what it is. And again, am I stopping someone from going off and being the chosen one or whatever they think they are? Am I stopping anyone from having a relationship with God? I don't think so. You don't see me chasing anyone around with designs regarding their faith, their religion, what they can or cannot do. You don't see any of that. However, on this other side, we see an awful lot of concern and focus upon this one individual. Like somehow we are responsible for their junk and stuff, and I don't know, for their, like we're supposed to supply them with their success or their energies that they need. And as far as I can tell, if you're the chosen one, then you should have a very strong relationship with the Lord above. And you would be not in need of me and would be unconcerned with whatever I was doing in my works regarding the Lord and the church, because you'd have your own concerns. It wouldn't be up to you to speak to me about anything, since I'm not a follower of you, nor would I want to be. We're not a part of your organization. See, how many churches do you know of where they run around going, I'm going to force you to remain a part of my organization so that I can lead you because you don't know any better or something, but I'm going to force you to be a part of it. See, that doesn't work, and everybody can see that that don't work. And so, again, with these claims of showing that you're going to show everyone that it was you all along, and that you were all along the light, or you were all along the chosen one, and you will just go do it without me. Just go do it. I'm not trying to stop you from doing anything. If you've got a relationship with God and you're the light and the light's with you, and you know the Prince of Peace and all that, then you shouldn't have any problems or concerns regarding me, because you're already set on your path to be with them the way I believe I'm going to be. And of course, we wouldn't be in competition with one another, because then God's house would be a house divided against itself. Correct? The simple fact of the matter is if you're a member of the church, quote unquote, and you have differences with some other person of the church, then you just go your separate ways. That's all. And certainly, I'm real sure that God hasn't made you a judge of anyone. The good God, that is. Them of the skies, the heavens. So again, go off and prove to everybody that whatever you was trying to prove, I guess. But why would there be a need to beat someone, to have a rival, that there would be a competition to see who was going to be the chosen one? Because if you're of this whole thing, the family of light and life, you understand it is the Father of all above, whom is the author of your story, not you. You don't get to decide you're the chosen one. He does. Remember? The good God that will imbue the chosen one with the powers and the abilities that they need to move forward and succeed in the mission. And also, we'll make sure that they don't have any posers or wannabes or imposters or other type of fakers, troublemakers, and haters. He'd make sure, of course, those would all fall by the wayside and wouldn't be able to hold on and or cling on and or affect the chosen one in any adverse way, thereby freeing them to go on their merry way and live as they will, totally blessed with grace, enjoying great freedom and liberty, flying free like a free bird. That's what I'm going to do. And go tweety tweet tweet, tweety tweet 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 tweet, and in between doing that, I'll go. Now, the reason why I sing that song is all this and these reasons, blah 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 blah, blah explanation, story, parable, and tweety tweet tweet, tweety tweet 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 tweet, tweety tweet tweety tweet tweet, etc. and so forth. And you can go off and sell your courses about how to control men and be the boss of the coven or whatever damned organization you might be forming. But thanks for leaving off and letting us go. I am very happy that the good Lord above, the heaven and the skies, our Father above, and all of them concerned is, forcing this release, that we're, continuing up and being taken further and further away from their reach and away from their pull and all the rest of it. So that the disconnection is finalized and is completed, so that there is not even the tiniest crack open left between us, and there is no avenues, and the bridges that connected us are all gone. I'm very happy about that. I know that it's happening. I've been promised many times. And because I know it was the past, that's the way it was in the past, and we will have it again like that. And we will have our liberty. We'll have our freedom. It'll be good. I'll be grateful. It'll be a happy time. Probably one of the happier times of my entire existence. Because I'll be able to appreciate it. I'll know what I have in that freedom, in that love. Contractual love, I'm not exactly sure what that is. I understand players only love you when they're playing. But I am already loved, and I already have the light. There's many that love me. There's a lot of day people that love the day. And all them that are sons of heaven, they're going to love them. So as far as that goes, I'm sure I have all the love I need to, quote, make it, unquote, or whatever that might be. And that's what I've been trying to say the whole time. We already had a family. We weren't trying to go with something different like the darkness. We're never down for that change. It's just not even a thing. Changes are what they are. There you can go through changes, like the group said, they're not permanent, but changes, and that's why we're not going with that. Thanks again for all your help and love and consideration. And guys, again, I'm very happy with the fact that we are continuing to make progress. There's been moments where I can feel the changes, where I'm apparently, again, it always seems more like I'm becoming again me. Because some of the thoughts are coming back, and the thought patterns and what I think of as realistic, or you know what I'm saying? In other words, all that positive can do, and thinking of, oh, guys, I think I want to learn stuff like that, So again, thanks so very much for that good love. We love you, and we're praying for you, and thank you again.